What's up, guys? Day one of Hammer and Chisel today. Pretty stoked about that. Today was Chisel Balance with Autumn. So the way this works, the Hammer workouts are Sagi's workouts, the Chisel workouts, Autumn's workouts. Chisel Balance, very similar, at least in intensity, to like a 21-day fix extreme. So if you've done 21-day fix, this is going to be a little bit harder. If you've done fix extreme, I think it's pretty similar, at least from what I've seen. Again, I just done the one workout, but that's really what I was feeling was, that was kind of the intensity level, which is great. Tough workout, lots of stuff on one leg, lots of stuff requiring all the stabilizer muscles to really be in play. Your glutes and hip flexors and core in play in a big way today, which is great. That's really great for me, being a surfer. I need the balance is really important. I just got a new stand-up board and it's like really small and squirrely and it's kind of hard to just stand on. It's super fun to surf, but it's kind of hard to just stand on. So balance work is really important for me. Same thing with skiing, like, being a skier, not just for the balance aspect of it, but also as you do that balance work, you bring all these stabilizing muscles into play, and that really helps you avoid injuries. I used to be a triathlete. And when I did get hurt, it was because I wasn't doing cross training. I wasn't bringing in these stabilizing muscles. I mean, just to use that example, triathletes are always going forward, right? I mean, you're swimming forward, you're cycling forward, you're running forward. There's not a lot of side to side, and they tend to get hurt because those stabilizing muscles get out of whack. That's the same thing for me. If I'm not doing that work or I spend too much time on my bike, which I have a tendency to do, especially lately, they don't get exercise. It shortens your hip flexors. You don't get that same thing going on. And so it was really fun to just kind of do some balance work. Tomorrow's hammer plyo, which sounds awful after plyo after today of, there was upper body stuff today too. The lower body was definitely the big focus of today's workouts. So that's cool. It's perfect for me. I'm stoked. It was about 40 minutes, something like that. I burned 460 calories, 459 I think was what it was. So that's great. That's a well spent 40 minutes for me. I'm pretty sore. And I know I'm going to be feeling it tomorrow. I made sure I hit my my performance line recovery shake, and I'll be back tomorrow to talk to you about day 2. I will say I'm not going to do the schedule the whole way through because I've got ski trips planned. I'm going to go to Mammoth here in a couple weeks for a few days, and then I'm going to British Columbia to go heli skiing, and I'm not going to be getting up in the morning and doing this workout and going skiing all day long. I'm just going to go ski. And then I got another trip end of January. We're going to Jackson Hole with Josh Spencer and a bunch of my other friends, a bunch of Beachbody coaches, which is always a super blast. Looking forward to just being in really great shape for that and all that, and stoked to have a new workout. I love the variety. I think, I'm always a fan of stuff like P90X3 because there's just so much going on. Every day is just different, and I like that. And I think this is going to be even more of that for my little fitness ADD brain, to have 2 different trainers, so you're not even looking at the same person every day, which I think is just cool. I'm really excited about this. It's kind of what I do anyway. I just bounce around a little bit between some of my favorite trainers, especially being able to stream the workouts with On Demand. So that's day 1 of Hammer and Chisel. If you're doing it, let me know how it's going. What do you think? What's your feedback so far? If you've done a couple different workouts, tell us about them. Tell us what's your favorites. What did you think was really hard? All right, I gotta go. I got a call. Bye.